white people in New Zealand don't give a about blacks. I am a South I am a black South African who arrived in New Zealand a year and a half ago. Shortly after my arrival, late one night, shortly after my arrival, late one night after a countdown event, an elderly white woman stopped me and asked for me. I'm sorry. An elderly white woman stopped me and asked for help finding her car keys, which had fallen under the driver's seat. Given that I was black wearing Air Force sneakers, a hoodie, and jeans, I was quite surprised by her request. I quickly realized that white people here don't seem to view me as a threat. They don't stereotype me as a potential robber, which is a stark contrast to my experience back home. I tested this theory in Napier, where I entered a restaurant filled with mostly white patrons. No one reacted negative to my presence. In fact, I received excellent service. I've had numerous similar experiences. However, back home in predominantly white areas, I often sense negative energy from people as if I'm there to commit a crime. Ironically, the first person to give me bad vibes is usually a black person working there. It seems there's a prevalent attitude of worshiping white people among black people back home. I recall an accident while hiking the Constantia route, a predominantly white neighborhood, where we were stopped and questioned about our destination. When I started working, I was able to easily get a phone contract with Spark after only 3 weeks on the job. This would have been unthinkable back home due to the racial biases in the financial sector. I'm paid equally to my white colleague, which is another significant difference from South Africa, where black people, especially from Cape Town, often unless and are forced to move to Johannesburg for better opportunities. While there are exceptions, and I had positive experience with white mentors back home, my overall impression is that New Zealand is much more equitable society. I'm not judged or discriminated against because of my race. I feel optimistic about my future here. New Zealand. There's a guy I know from New Zealand. He's actually a good guy. I worked for him for a long time, for about like 14 years, cutting his grass. Uh, he loves it so much there. He bought a house there, and he's moving there. He do not. He's actually a wealthy man, and he do very well for himself. He's not a U.S. citizen. His wife is a U.S. citizen, but now they're moving back home to New Zealand. He likes it better over there. Okay. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad different part of the world is treating black people like humans. Here, even here in the United States, I'm pretty sure there are places. I go downtown all the time. Um, there are bars are going full of white people, and they're all dancing, laughing, want to buy me drinks. I never feel like, what is this nigga doing here? No, they're always welcoming. But I'm pretty sure if I go to like probably a small town, I don't want to say any specific place because I don't want to offend nobody from that town. It may not be the same experience.